Dear student, welcome to ACE Online, digital platform of ACE Engineering Academy. Myself, Dr. G. Balaraju, Professor of Mechanical Engineering. In the present live video session, I am going to cover previous year question papers related to Industrial Management and Operations Research under ISRO exam. So once you see the syllabus is equivalent to GATE. So whatever GATE exam syllabus is there, the same syllabus is generally followed in ISRO. And the level of questions, if you consider, very simple questions. Just let me show previous GATE papers as it is they're taking in the ISRO paper. So just a previous GATE paper, one more questions they are using. Just let me show in the slides. And coming to this particular subject, so what is the weightage? So subject weightage. So up to 2023, just we have analyzed, and you can see the weightage subject wise. Just you can go through. Start from engineering mechanics, strength of metal, theory of machines, machine design, fluid mechanics, heat transfer, thermal, production. Under production only this IM and OR is covered. And if you see the specific IM and OR, Industrial Management and Operations Research, in 2023, 3 questions. So it is understood that in the recent paper, this subject has weightage. And only 2-3 topics only the examiner is focusing. So those are CPM and PET, break-even and inventory control. So those 3 headings if you are able to cover, more than sufficient. And coming to the remaining subjects, at least you can go through this slide you can take. It may be useful to you for the remaining subjects. Just you can have a screenshot of this. Okay. Right, fine. And coming to syllabus. So coming to my subject syllabus, these 3 headings you can find in GATE paper also. In GATE paper, in the recent syllabus, if you see GATE 2025 and 26 syllabus. So PPC, production planning and control, under this forecasting, aggregate planning, MRP, lean, inventory control, deterministic and safety stock, OR, LP, transportation, assignment, queuing theory, network flow model, CPM and PET. This syllabus as it is, they have taken from GATE. And coming to the most important topics as per this exam is concerned, like most important topics related to ISRO. So ISRO point of view. So most important topics. The first topic is CPM and PET. So without fail, we have to complete this. So CPM and PET, if you complete, you can get 1 or 2 questions. So in the previous year question paper, just you can find questions from only this heading, CPM and PET. The next important topic is break-even analysis. Break-even analysis. Third one, inventory control. Only from the previous question papers, I can say these 3 topics are important. But apart from this, the remaining topics, so important topics. You may expect question related to linear programming, particularly graphical method related questions you may be expecting. You may expect from linear programming also. Next, simple queuing models. Forecasting. And sequencing and scheduling. So my suggestion is, at least you can go through these topics, particularly gate papers you refer. So gate previous question papers, if you refer, you can get the clarity. And ISRO paper, just more or less same standard. I cannot say that is equivalent to gate, but in gate level only, 1 mark questions and very simple question they are taking. And model question, I cannot say as is they're copying. Similar kind of questions only we can expect in ISRO paper. So my choice would be, maybe I am suggesting you, previous question papers you refer. So you can find many questions from these headings. So most important topics and important topics, maximum extent all gate papers will cover these headings. So most of the question from these headings only. So just you can go through them. So it is really good enough. Not only my subject, even if you take production, it could be metal cutting or casting, welding, forming, or material science, or it could be strength of materials, or theory of machines, or it could be fluid mechanics. Any subject, try to refer previous question papers of gate. So gate PYQs, if you are able to complete, or maybe if you go through once, you will get clarity. At least similar kind of questions only we get in ISRO paper. And ESC papers, sometimes ESC papers also they are referring, but if you see the level, or maybe numericals they are generally giving. So if you take numericals you can find in gate paper only, most of the cases. In ESC papers, you can find some concept oriented questions. So ISRO is also copying some question directly from the ESC papers. So if time permits, first you complete gate PYQs, and gate PYQs are completed, then ESC questions you can take. So depending upon the subject, like the subject weightage, like a previous question papers will guide you, ISRO papers, where they are focusing and where you are getting more number of questions. It could be thermal engineering, you may be finding more number of questions. So without fail, you complete those things. Suppose production if you take, so my subject may be having less weightage, and these headings you are able to cover enough. If time is not available to you, if time is available, okay, well and good. So previous question papers, all previous question papers you refer, last 10-15 years papers if you are able to complete, well and good, because we too have the solutions also for previous question papers, and just you can go through them, then happy. So instead of taking one big subject and even chapter wise you are preparing, means you won't get any idea. So previous question papers will guide you, so how to prepare and which topic you have to focus, which topic you can skip, and what kind of question generally for every heading. So what are the possible questions, you can just have some kind of notes, short notes you can prepare, because topic wise, suppose you take CPM and PET. In CPM and PET, what are the possible questions, what kind of questions generally we get in gate paper as well as ESC papers. So if you go through previous question papers, then definitely we'll get some idea. Okay, just make a note. Okay, most of the questions are related to project completion time. Say CPM and PET, if you take project completion time related questions, diagram is required, diagram you have to construct, and sometimes the question could be PET network. What is the formula for PET? Such kind of questions. Suppose you take a break even. What is break even? How to find out break even value, and how to get the profit, and when you have more than one alternative, then what kind of alternative generally we choose, what kind of plan we choose. Okay, such kind of questions, at least you will get some idea. And each heading you can just make a note, what are the possible questions in so and so topic. So suppose if I cover this, whether I am able to answer the question or not, then what kind of numerical we are getting, and what about the time, how much time required to get that particular answer, whether are you sure or not, whether you are comfortable or not, check it out. That is self assessment. And coming to the remaining topics, linear programming, simple queuing, forecasting, sequencing and scheduling, similarly like a previous question papers, linear programming, graphical method, one model is given to you. From that, what kind of solution the problem has, unique optimal, multiple optimal, degenerate, such kind of questions. Come into simple queuing model, single server queuing model, Kendall's Lee representation. Okay, so what are the notations used, and what type of arrival pattern, what kind of service pattern. Okay, what are the assumptions in simple server model or single server queuing model. And what about formulas for traffic intensity utilization factor, such kind of questions. Forecasting, exponential smoothing, regression, and quantitative versus qualitative, Delphi method, market survey, which method, when, what kind of application we had for so and so forecasting method, okay, and what are the forecast errors, which one is accurate, such kind of question generally we get in forecasting. Sequencing and scheduling, n jobs on one mission, when you take SPT, when you take EDD, or when you are taking n jobs on two missions, Johnson's algorithm, optimum job sequence, meaning optimum make span, what is make span, how do you find out make span, such kind of question generally we get in sequencing and scheduling. So this is generally overview I'm giving. So coming to the particular topic, let us begin with the CPM and PET. So the most important topics I'm going to cover right now. So previous year question papers I'll discuss. At least from these headings you can understand what kind of questions we are getting in ISRO paper, and how we proceed, and how the gate paper is useful. All these things I am going to discuss in the present video, and definitely this may be useful to you. Okay. So under CPM and PET, what are the possible questions? Okay, when you see CPM and PET, let me give the overview of this CPM and PET. So these are actually CPM and PET project scheduling tools. So CPM and PET both are project scheduling tools. Why we have two techniques? So CPM is meant for deterministic. So PET is meant for probabilistic. Okay, CPM deterministic, PET is probabilistic. If the project is research and development, so R&D projects. So R&D projects, which network generally used? PET network. For R&D projects, PET network is used. And in PET network, activity, PET activity follows beta distribution. So very important point. PET activity follows beta distribution, and this is actually triple time estimate. So what are the 3 times for each and every activity? So triple time estimate, if you take triple time estimate, so what are the times? Optimistic, most likely time, and a pessimistic time. TP. So PET activity will have 3 times: optimistic time, most likely time, and pessimistic time. From these 3 times, we are supposed to find out expected duration of activity. Expected duration of activity, that is the TE is equal to T naught plus 4Tm plus TP by 6. This is very important formula. And PET activity follows beta distribution. This is also very important. So in examination, we may expect question related to beta distribution and expected duration of activity. What kind of distribution used? Or maybe PET activity duration follows dash. Answer is beta distribution. Just simply by heart it. So the very important statement. PET activity duration follows beta distribution. And formula also very important. TE is equal to T naught plus 4Tm plus TP by 6. Suppose you have forgotten this formula, just you can make use of 3 values which are in series. Say T naught is equal to 1, Tm is equal to 2, Tp is equal to 3. So what about these 3 values? Arithmetic progression 1, 2, 3. If you substitute in the formula, we are going to get the middle one, that is the 2. If the values are in arithmetic series or arithmetic progression, the TE value must be equal to TM. Or if you substitute in the formula, 1 plus 4 into 2 plus 3 by 6, how much? 2 we are going to get. Like a verification, cross verification, whether your formula is correct or not, because in the options, formulas are given to you. Okay, which formula is correct? You have forgotten means you can make use of 1, 2, 3, or at least 1, 1, 1. 3 ones you can use, which are in series 1, 1, 1. And if you substitute, how much you have to get? 1 you have to get. If I take 1, 2, 3, how much I have to get? 2 I have to get. So this is the important formula. Next, variance. So variance for each and every activity, TP minus T0 by 6 whole square. This is also important formula. Variance. Two formulas, TE and variance under PET activity. Next, coming to PET project duration. PET project duration follows normal distribution. Activity follows beta distribution, project duration follows normal distribution with mu plus or minus 3 sigma. That is PET activity, beta distribution, PET project, normal distribution, how it looks. It is in the form of bell-shaped curve. The central line is critical path duration, lower limit mu Cp minus 3 sigma Cp, upper limit mu Cp plus 3 sigma Cp, where mu Cp refers to critical path duration. Mu Cp critical path duration, sigma Cp is equal to standard deviation of critical path. Okay, in examination, if the question is, what is the probability to complete the project? What is the probability of completing project in a given due date x? X is given to you. Suppose x value, x is the due date. If x value is equal to mu, then probability of completion is equal to 0.5 or 50%. So what is the meaning of this? If the given due date is matching with the critical path duration, how much area covered under normal distribution? 50%. Suppose x value greater than critical path duration, that is x is right side, how much area covered? 50% above. So probability of completion, PZ is nothing but probability of completion greater than 0.5. Suppose x value less than critical path duration. Less than critical path duration means left hand side. So probability of completion is equal to less than 50%. So in examination, the question could be critical path duration may be given to you. What is the probability to complete the project under critical path duration? Answer is 50%. What is the probability of completing project more than critical path duration? 50% above. Less than critical path duration means less than 50%. And maximum extent we may be finding question related to PET only. Coming to CPM, in CPM what are the possible questions? In critical path method, the possible questions are floats. So we may be finding question related to floats. Float can be total float, free float, independent float, interference float. So what is a float? Float is basically permissible delay for a particular activity. Float is equal to 0, critical activity. Total float, free float, independent float, 0 for critical activity. Critical activity will have 0 floats. Critical path has no float. And coming to slack. Slack is generally estimated at event. Slack at event is equal to latest time minus earliest time. Latest occurrence time minus earliest occurrence time. Slack is equal to 0. That is nothing but critical path. So just you can go through these things. The definition of total float, permissible delay without affecting project completion time, free float without affecting next activity, independent float without affecting next and preceding activities, interference float, difference of total float and free float. So my suggestion is at least you can go through these things. So you may be finding questions related to PET and CPM. Which one is important? Most important thing is PET and the two formulas. Okay, now let us move to one sample question from ISRO paper. So ISRO 2019. In PET chart, the activity time duration is normal, Poisson, binomial, beta. Just now I have discussed. Activity duration follows beta distribution. Project duration follows normal distribution. So don't get confused with this. And at least remember only this PET activity, 99.99% you will be getting question related to PET activity only. PET activity duration, beta distribution. PET project duration. Normal distribution. Okay. Only just try to focus on this because we may expect question related to beta distribution only. Okay, now this question from ISRO 2019, right? See the options: normal, Poisson, binomial, beta. Answer is option D. Same question you can find in GATE papers. Just see this question from GATE 2016. Is it right? GATE 2016 set 1. What about this question? ISRO 2019 paper. So see GATE 2016 question paper, if you see in PET chart, the activity time distribution is normal, binomial, Poisson, beta. Normal, Poisson, binomial, beta. What do you understand now? Examiner has copied the question. 2016 question as it is in ISRO 2019. Am I right? This is actually GATE 2016 question directly taken. This is a 1 mark question. It is understood that GATE papers, if you take, you will get maximum benefit, I am saying. So previous question papers, if you go through, if you buy at some things, happy, as it is you can reproduce. Okay, without even if you refer any notes, lot of things you may be finding and misguiding. But if you see the previous question papers will guide you. What are the possible questions? Same ISRO paper is copying the GATE questions. Nothing wrong in by hearting GATE questions. Okay, so don't waste the time. Best thing, previous question papers of GATE you take. 1 mark question you complete. Whether you don't have any background knowledge or anything, no worries. Solution is already available. Once and twice you can go through, you will remember. Same question you can expect in ISRO, I am sure, because not only one paper, even I can show you remaining questions also. So what is the answer here? Beta. Next, a dummy activity is used in a PET network to describe precedence relationship, necessary time delay, resource restriction, resource idleness. Right? This question. So before answering this question, let me show one more slide. A dummy activity is used in PET network to describe this question from GATE 97 paper, very old paper. Precedence relationship, necessary time delay, resource restriction, resource idleness. See the options: A, B, C, D, relationship, necessary time delay, resource restriction and resource idleness. This question from ISRO 2020. Okay, so first of all, previous question paper as it is. Okay, now what is dummy activity? Let us move to the dummy activity. Dummy activity it is nothing but artificial activity. First of all, it is an artificial activity. it is used to maintain a logical sequence or to satisfy the precedence requirements. So what is the purpose of dummy activity? It is used to maintain a logical sequence or to satisfy the precedence requirements in AOA diagram. So AOA diagram, what is the AOA diagram? Activity and arrow diagram. Activity and arrow diagram will use dummy activity. It is represented by dotted arrow. It is shown, it is represented by dotted arrow. It is represented by dotted arrow, like I, J. It consumes 0 time, 0 resources. So these are the points related to dummy activity. Artificial activity, it is meant for logical sequence or to maintain a to satisfy the relationship or requirements, precedence requirements. It is shown in the form of a dotted arrow. It consumes 0 time and 0 resources. Answer is relationship. It is only meant for relationship. Next question. In a pet, for a pet activity, optimistic time is 6 minutes. Optimistic time is 6 minutes. Optimistic time T naught 6 minutes in terms of seconds, because the answer is required in seconds, or we can just simplify, then after that we can convert. Most likely time Tm is equal to how much? 9 minutes. Pessimistic time Tp is equal to how much? 16 minutes. Just check it out whether the values are in arithmetic series or not. 6, 9, 16, these values are not in arithmetic series, and okay, anyway, if these are in series, the middle one you can take as a expected duration, but here we have to use a formula, expected time of activity. So expected time we have to find out. Expected time Te is equal to, what is the formula? T naught plus 4Tm plus Tp by 6. Just substitute the value. 6 plus 4 into 9 plus 16 by 6. So 36 plus 16, 4 9 is 36. 36 plus 6, 42. 42 plus 16, 58 by 6. How much it is? Okay, 6 9s are 54. Okay, 9 point something you are getting, right? So this value how much? Just exactly 58 by 6, 9.66. This is actually 9.66 into 60, 580 seconds. 9.66 minutes you are getting, and if you multiply with 60, this is equal to 580 seconds. So answer is 580. Option D. So what is important in this? Formula is important. So in the beginning also we have discussed. Okay, next, this question from GATE 2009, formula oriented. Te is equal to T naught. Maybe if you find like this, so just simply remember one thing. T naught TP has lower weightages. So T naught weightage is equal to, say, just weight is equal to 1. TP weightage is equal to 1. And who has more weightage? TM weight is equal to 4. So 1, 1, 4. So why these weights like this? The reason could be, when we take the graph, maybe it's like matter of 30 seconds. Why I am taking like this? If you take any graph, it could be a symmetric or skew symmetric. What kind of pattern generally we get? So T naught, TP, T naught, TP, T naught, TP, and this is the most likely time. So who has more weightage? TM has more weightage. So don't forget. So TM has high weightage. So remember this point. TM has highest weightage. So T naught TP has lower side. So TL refers to most likely time. T naught TP by 6. Okay. And coming to this TP. So TP should not have more weightage. So here he has given TP is wrong. Here TL, TP, what is the wrong in this? 3 is wrong. So at least 141, 141, total value how much? 6. Here T naught plus 14, answer is this also, two things wrong here. So formula verification, you forget in the formula, I told you, no, 1, 2, 3 you can take. T naught is 1, TM is 2, TP 3, substitute, and you have to get TE value 2. It's a verification. Okay. Next, diagram. So in examination, diagram generally we get. In case of network diagram, there are two approaches. So network diagram, when you are solving any problem, network diagram, two types of diagram generally will get. Activity on node, AON, activity and arrow, AOA. When shall we use activity on node? The given data. The given data, suppose given data could be like this. Given data is activity predecessor duration. Activity predecessor and duration. If 3 columns are given, activity predecessor and duration, say example, A has no condition, B has no condition, C after A, D after B, 2, 3, 4 and 6. If diagram, then how to construct the diagram? Here AON diagram is a right choice. So always you have to use AON diagram in this case. So here AON is a right choice. AON is the best tool in this case. And we are supposed to find out project completion time. Project completion time is equal to critical path duration. Longest path you can identify and you can get the critical path duration. So this is the best thing. AON diagram is the best tool if 3 columns are given. When shall we go for AOA? Okay, for AOA, if the given data is like activity I to J duration. So if the given data is in the form of 2 columns like this, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 2 to 4, 3 to 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, 6. If the given data is in the form of 2 columns, activity I to J, tail number, head number, and duration. Here we have to use AOA diagram. So AOA diagram is the right choice here. AOA diagram we are going to get. And sometimes diagram is given to you. So if diagram is given, of course the diagram is like this: 1 2 2, 1 2 3, 2 2 4, 4 2 5, 3 2 4, 4 2 5, and 3 2 5. If it is given, this is actually AOA diagram. So whenever problem is given, check it out. So given data could be in the form of a table or network diagram directly given. Network is given. If network is given, directly we can find out critical path. Here the values you can find 2, 3, 1, 0, 5, 6, 2, like this. And identify critical path. Identify critical path. Critical path duration is equal to project completion time. So three types of things we may be finding in exam. The given data could be a tabular format. The given data could be a table with two columns. The given data could be a third type. Network diagram is given to you. If network diagram is given, well and good. Longest path from first event to last event, different paths you can find. Longest path is going to be the answer for the project completion time. Now come into this question. Now tell me which method we have to choose. Activity, predecessor, and duration. So three columns are available now. So which one is the best? So no doubt AON you can use. The right method for this, AON, activity or node diagram, is the right choice for this particular problem. AON diagram. What is AON diagram? A has no condition. Take A. And what is the duration of A? 6. A6 you can take. BC after A. BC. B the C after A. What about B duration? 5. C duration 8. D after B. What is the duration of D? 11. E duration 6, but after C, E 6. F after DE. DE both will give F. What is the duration of F? 7. And take the paths. Path and duration. First path A, B, D, F. 5 plus 6, 11 plus 11, 22 plus 7, 29. I repeat, 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 11, 22, 22 plus 7, 29. Next path A, C, E, F. 6 plus 8, 14 plus 6, 20 plus 7, 27. Longest path is 29. So A, B, D, F. Okay, 6 plus 5 plus 11 plus 7. Longest path 29. Suppose you take 14, 20, 27. Maximum value. Project completion time is equal to critical path duration. This is actually critical path. Project completion time is equal to how much? 29. Minimum project completion time is equal to 29. Okay, you will get doubt. Sir, minimum time is 27. Actually, the title project completion time only important. Minimum time required to complete the project is nothing but critical path duration. What is the maximum time required to complete the project? Infinity. Minimum 29 days you have to wait to complete the project. What is the project completion time? Project completion time is nothing but completion of all activities. So when do you complete all activities? 29. Suppose you take 27, by the time this path is not completed. So you cannot say project is completed. So minimum time required to complete the project is nothing but critical path duration. Don't get confused. Critical path is having maximum duration, but it is a minimum time required to complete the project. Okay, so remember this point. What is the maximum time required to complete the project? It could be infinity. Maximum time is. So answer is C. Anyway, this is ISRO 2023. Just for your maybe information, I am giving one more question. Just look at this. This question from GATE 2017. Sir, why you are giving GATE 2017 right now? Yeah, just go through this once. activity, predecessor, duration. A, B, C, D, E, F, right? There are 6 activities. Can you look at this? There are 6 activities. Conditions dash A, B, C, D, E. Dash A, B, C, D, E. Can I say same only? Where you can find the difference, these values 4, 3, 14, 6, 5. Only slight change. Same template, same problem, but only durations are changed. Numericals are changed. As it is, the same model only taken. Okay, for this question, minimum project completion time. So, which diagram you are going to use? A-O-N diagram. It is simple. A has no condition. B after A. C after A. D after B. E after C. F after D, E. A, B, D, F. 7, 21 plus 9, 30. A, C, E, F. 11, 15 plus 9, 24. Critical path is 30. So, what is the answer here? Minimum project completion time is equal to 30 days. Yeah, next break-even analysis. So, you may be finding question related to break-even analysis. In the break-even analysis, what kind of question generally we get? So, in break-even analysis, the first and very important thing is break-even point, BEP. This BEP mentioned in terms of BEP in units, that is nothing but break-even value. BEP in rupees, that is break-even sales, BS refers to break-even sales. Then how about diagram? The diagram is in the form of volume. This is cost or revenue. Total cost line is passing through. This is the total cost. Total revenue line. This point is BEP. The volume is break-even volume. Break-even sales. This is the loss. This one is profit. What is break-even volume? So, break-even volume Q star is equal to FC divided by SP minus VC. Suppose to get a profit, what is the profit to get profit? What is the volume? Profit is equal to revenue minus cost, and Q will become FC plus P divided by SP minus VC. This formula we use to get a profit of P. How many units you have to produce? Q, and break-even sales. So, break-even sales is equal to SP into Q star, or it is equal to FC divided by P by V ratio, where FC is equal to fixed cost, VC is equal to variable cost per unit, SP is equal to selling price per unit, Q is equal to volume or number of units or quantity. So, these are the things. So, these are the formulas we come across. Let us have some sample questions. Okay, this question from ISRO 2023. Okay, what was given? Fixed cost per month. So, FC is equal to 80,000. Variable cost per unit, VC is equal to 350 per unit. SP is equal to 500 per unit. Production capacity 1600 units per month. So, it is actually Q. Full Q max is equal to 1600. If the production carried out 75% of rated capacity, actual output. Okay, when you see system capacity is equal to 1600 units. This is actually maximum possibility. Actual output actual output, that is a Q. What is actual production volume? That is 75 percentage. So 0.75 into 1600. So we cannot produce 1600 because only 75% efficiency is there. So 1600 is multiplied with 0.75. So 0.75 into 1600. How much it is? 1200 units only we can produce using that particular system. What is a monthly profit? If you go for with this 1200 units, what is the profit? What is the equation for profit? Profit is equal to revenue minus cost. So what is revenue? Revenue is equal to SP into Q. Cost nothing but FC plus VC into Q. So if you substitute SP value, how much? 500 into 1200. This is a profit, maybe revenue. Cost is 80,000 plus 350 into 1200. So just to simplify this, 350 into 1200 plus 80,000. So total cost is equal to 5 lakhs. Total cost. Revenue how much? 500 into 1200. 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs total revenue. 5 lakhs total cost. So what is the profit here? 1 lakh. So answer is 1 lakh. Option A, 1 lakh. The same question with the slight changes, numericals. ISRO 2023 question, no? Just I'll show you. Look at this GATE 2015 question. GATE 2015 2 marks question. A manufacturer has the following data. FC is equal to 50,000. In the previous model, how much it is? 80,000. He has mentioned 50,000. Variable cost 200 per unit. Selling price how much? 300 per unit. Production capacity how much? 1,500. Efficiency how much? 80%. There 75%. Same question. What is the profit? Okay. What I would like to convey, GATE paper question as it is they have taken. GATE 15 and this one is ISRO 2023. And what about answer for this question? Actual output 0.8 into 1500 like this, and profit is equal to same. What we can take? 0.8 into 1500, 1200. Profit is equal to 300 into 1200 minus this 50,000 plus 200 into 1200. Just if we simplify this, 1200 into 200 plus 50,000, 2,90,000 is the cost minus 3,60,000. 3,60,000 minus 2,90,000. 70,000 is the profit. Okay, it's a similar kind of question only. Last question, maybe this EAC question. Of course, you may be finding question like this also. Indirect cost means indirect cost 4 lakhs. FC is equal to 4 lakhs. Direct cost means it is manufacturing cost. VC is equal to 20 per unit. Revenue how much? SP is equal to 60 per unit. And we have to find out break-even value. So break-even value in terms of number of units. So Q star is equal to FC divided by SP minus VC. It's a formula oriented. 4 lakhs divided by 60 minus 20. So it is equal to 10,000 units. 10,000 products. Okay. So in examination, you may be getting questions like this. Okay, I have covered two things because based upon PYQs, only two topics were mentioned. C payment paid and break-even questions only we could see in previous papers. But I am adding a few more topics like in inventory control you can take, linear programming, queuing theory, forecasting, and other models. Just at least gate PYQs you can go through. So my suggestion is gate previous question papers. First to complete enough. Okay. So I wish you all the best.